Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, I am in an experimental mood. I feel like we've been experimenting a lot lately, but I want to see if we can take these solar color dust solar drops, mix them into resin, and see if they'll actually change color in resin. So these are, like I just said, they're called solar drops, and they're by Solar Color Dust, no surprise there. I have this blue color, so the blue is supposed to go from blue to purple, and then I have this pink color, and the pink is supposed to go from pink to blue. And I want to try to mix these into resin. I'm going to actually pull up their listing for this stuff. So in the listing, it says that solar drops must be mixed into a clear medium and applied to a white surface in order to see a vivid color change. So resin is a clear medium. It also does say this additive works in epoxy resin, among some other things, but it also says, note, not for polyurethane resin, will not work in pro-marine resin. So what I also kind of want to do is one piece for both colors. So I kind of want to like drop the two colors into one mold and see if I can like kind of feather, you know, the two colors into each other and see what that will do. There's also probably gonna be glitter, you know, like holographic glitter maybe, and maybe some like holographic stars. So we're gonna get started. I'm mixing up some resin. Like I said, I am gonna be using CounterCultureDIY casting resin. So since this needs like a white kind of base or background really, I think what I'm gonna do is pour the two colors in first, leave a little bit of space on the back, and then the very last layer will be just like white resin. That way, technically, it will have a white backing, but I'm kind of working backwards, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now we're gonna get started. Okay, so we're gonna get started on mixing up some resin. Like I said, I am using the CounterCultureDIY casting resin, and as usual, it is equal parts of both A and B. And then we're going to mix it together until there are no separation lines and it's completely crystal clear. Ta-da! So now that the resin is mixed up, I'm going to bring in another cup because we are doing two different colors. So I'm going to pour some of that resin that we just mixed up into this new cup, and then we're going to bring in the solar drops. So one cup is going to have the pink, and then one cup is going to have the blue. I didn't have any like specific number of drops that I thought I should put in. I honestly, I mean, you just saw me there like squirt some in there. So I kind of just put in as much as I thought would be good to put in. So now we're just mixing the solar drops into the resin, and I'm going to be mixing until they're fully incorporated. There are no separation lines, and oh my God, these drops just made the prettiest like pastel colors. Stop. All right. I mean, you know, we all knew that this was going to happen. So I have two different glitters here. One is a very fine like holographic glitter that I literally use for almost everything. And then the other one is like holographic stars. Both were perfection. So here's the mold that I'm going to be using. This is my Crescent Moon mold from Philip Danner. I will link it down in the description. So like I said, I'm going to be taking both colors and pouring them at each corner and like having them meet in the center. And then I'm going to go in with this tool. So this I found at Michael's. They're like little silicone tools. They're amazing. I will try to link them as well. But I'm kind of just like feathering the colors into each other. And commence the most satisfying heat gun clip I think I've ever taken. Oh my God, oh my God. So when I was pouring the two colors in, I did forget to leave a little bit of space on the back of this moon to do the white layer. So what I usually do when this happens is I'll take one of these like little pipette things and I'll like suck the resin out. I'll suck the resin out of the piece with the little pipette thing and just like spit it back into the cup. Okay, so we are on to the next day. I don't know why I have to say everything, it just happens. So for this layer, since the first layer was casting resin, that casting resin does cure a little bit soft. So this layer I went in with a harder curing resin. So this is the Counterculture DIY Thin Viscosity Artist Resin. So now that this resin is all mixed up, we're going to go in with this. This is a dispersion color, also from Counterculture DIY, and it's in a white color. So I just put a bunch of this in because I wanted this back layer to be like really white, because the directions say that these colors work best like over a white base. So that's why I did the back as white. So now I'm just pouring this white resin over, making sure not to pour too much because this layer is pretty thin. So I just poured a little bit, and then I used my silicone mixing stick to kind of push the resin to the edges. Okay, welcome back. We are ready to pop this out, and I'm so excited. This has literally been sitting on my desk forever because I started this video forever ago. No one cares. Let's pop this out. Ooh, oh my god. The star glitter is so pretty. So I love both colors, but I really love the like kind of wispies of both colors going into each other, if that makes any sense. And the glitter is like perfection. So with the glitter, I was trying to do, obviously this is like a moon mold, like crescent moon. So I was trying to do like, you know, a spacey kind of theme. So that's why I added a little bit of holographic glitter and then some like holographic stars. I think that it was the correct choice. I love it. It's super pretty. So like I said at the beginning of this video, these colors are supposed to go from, the blue is supposed to go to a purple, and then the pink is supposed to go to blue. So we're going to take this outside right now and see if the pink and blue will turn into the colors that they're supposed to turn into. So I was just outside for literally like an hour taking pictures and videos of this thing because it is so freaking cool. I know that you guys just saw that. I mean, the pink is kind of insane. Like it changes so quickly that it was hard for me to like get a shot of it changing, if that makes any sense. Like it changed almost instantly. And then the blue to purple was a lot slower. And oh my god, the purple that this turns into is so pretty. Like both colors, amazing. It's crazy that they go from these colors to the colors that they turned into. I think I said at the beginning of this video that I wasn't sure. I know that it says in the listing that you can mix it into resin, but it also said that you can't mix it into like pro marine or whatever that resin is. So I wasn't sure if it was going to work for CounterCultureDIY resins.
But it did.
I love this stuff. I mean, is that a surprise to literally anybody? No. Solar Color Dust, I love you. Just that's it. I'm gonna confess my love for you right here, right now, in front of, I almost said a live audience, but no, that would be scary. No, but all cringy moments aside, I love this stuff. It is so cool. I really love that we were able to like mix two different, not mix them together, but I was curious what this was gonna look like, and I love that you can see like the two colors, but they're kind of like wisping into each other. It's just amazing. So pretty, and such a cool thing for like a moon piece. Anyway, I don't need to tell you guys how much I love this anymore because I think you already know. So make sure you let me know what you think down in the comments, because I think I just took like 10 minutes or something to tell you guys what I thought. So now I want you to take the time to tell me in the comments what you think. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. It is at Artsymadwoman. I love you guys to absolute death, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Listen. So gosh dang loud. You gotta be that loud. I've gotten so used to Sean being here when I say my outro and like him laughing at me, and it's kind of sad.